Okay, so I'm going to get started. You guys are here first, so let's take a look at what we're going to do. Just want to first say welcome back to my craft room. My name is Whitney Lucas with Crafty Thoughts and Whatnots, and today we're going to do a little pumpkin arrangement. We're going to have a little bit of fun with some flowers and pumpkins that I purchased about a month ago. Had a little pumpkin party with my friend here in my craft room, and we had a really good time. So this was the creation that came out of that for me. And then you guys saw on my Instagram and my Facebook page that when I posted that hers was a little cute tiny pumpkin, and I couldn't help but do like this massive, huge, double stacked, you know, turned into a big old thing with chicken wire and twine and all that. But she's beautiful, isn't she, guys? So what I'm doing today is I'm just going to do a small one. It's on the same exact system and features, and then, you know, it's a process. It's the same process that we do with this big one. The only difference is that I'm not going to stack this small one on top of the big one. And what I did for that was I just stuck skewers or dowels in the bottom into this, because these are styrofoam, you guys. These are going to be super easy. We're not going to need a drill. We're not going to need pretty much that many tools at all to put these flowers and picks into them. So what we're going to do is just decorate the top of this guy here today as a little accent to this guy. This was obviously the really big, large piece that kind of got a little out of control, but she turned out really, really pretty. And then I just absolutely love it the way it turned out. Now I also didn't want to hide too much of the chicken wire. Chicken wire you really can't see too much on camera and in the pictures. If you're in person, it really does make an impact. Because this actually piece right here, there's two loops here. You can see that turns into a bow. And then I only put one loop here, but I wanted it to turn, you know, kind of twist and turn around the pumpkins. Couldn't help it. It was really pretty. And I'm going to do that today, but I'm not going to use the silver. This is the silver chicken wire. I got this at Hobby Lobby. I'm not going to use this chicken wire on this pumpkin because you will not see it. I actually have some dark brown chicken wire that I purchased a while ago. So we're going to see how that turns out. It's a really wide one too, so I'll just have to mess with it and see how I can get it to, you know, how I can get it to work on stuff. Hi Debbie. Hi Sarah. Hi Paula. Good evening. Hi Kathy. Hello Karen and Becky. Sarah, the pumpkins are stacked with dowels or skewers, or my favorite, chopsticks. You stick them in the bottom, so I glued them here in the bottom, and then I put, you know, I cut the ends at a diagonal so they're sharp, and then I popped them off the biggest pumpkin on the bottom. I removed this stem. These stems are easy to pull out. All you have to do is just rip them out. I didn't have that big of a hole, and even so, even if you do, it doesn't matter because you're going to cover it up. And then if you have any gaps or anything like this, you can't really, you see through it just a little bit, but that's where I stuffed most of the flowers in to kind of hide some of those holes. But in there, there's just two dowels. It's basically you know, kitchen skewers like these, you guys. If it would come to me, here we go, like kitchen skewers. Just a little bag of wooden skewers, or you could also even use leftover stems from your other floral stems that you have. You can use these guys here after you cut the flowers off of them. You can cut that into two pieces. Just make sure it's not too long so it doesn't pop through the bottom or come through the top of either pumpkin. That could always cause an issue when you're trying to, you know, put those two together. But that's like the smallest part. Lots of glue on both sides. And then I made my guide holes and kind of popped it through a little bit, and then you just press it down. You just have to make sure you're not popping them through the top of your small pumpkin. And again, worst case scenario, you guys can't see the top of that pumpkin, can you? So if you make a mistake, just remember, cover it with flowers. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? See all that? You cannot see the top of that pumpkin. And I left the stem in there too. So that stem is in there somewhere. I left it all in there together. But couldn't tell you where it's at, so don't worry about it. If a problem should arise, cover it with flowers, guys. Cover it with flowers. Let's see, how exciting I caught you live. Yay, Patricia. Hi, Whitney. Been so busy with classes. I've been missing lives. So glad you're on during a study break. That's good, Yolanda. I'm glad to be here with you guys. Oh, ink, show us your new ink. Yeah, it's not done, you guys. I'm getting a new tattoo. You see a pumpkin? Couldn't resist. So I've got a peony and a ranunculus, and then we're going to do some more stuff. There's going to be two poppies up here. There's going to be berries and leaves. It's not done at all. It took 8 hours to do that, and it's still healing because this is only about a week and a half old. So yes, you guys, I am doing a pumpkin tattoo. have to add to the flowers. That's just me. Hi Kim, hi Deborah. Hi Carrie. All right, girls. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start ripping stuff apart. You know, like doing the normal good stuff right here. So I'm gonna cut off my tag. Now the pumpkins and all of these flowers you're gonna see, all these good flowers, I got them at Michael's. Michael's is doing, I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen the pictures, but Michael's is doing some crazy, wonderful, like muted tones of plums and mauve and these greens, and I couldn't say no to any of them. Do you see these gorgeous flowers, you guys? Look at all these beautiful flowers. Now those are 2 picks there. You see all these beautiful colors? There had been pictures of their aisles and their displays when it first came out. I said, all right, I have to go down there, I have to get that. And then for the time that when I went and got there, they still have all this stuff, you guys. So run down there if you need to. All these really pretty colors. I grabbed this big one because I'm going to use those green ones off of there. But all these really pretty colors, at the time they were accepting competitors' coupons. So it was still full price when I was there. But I was able to use, they accepted a Joann's coupon off of my phone. So I was able to get it all for 30% off, even though it was all regular price. So that was my little, let's see, not defeat. That was my my win for the day at Michael's. I couldn't say no, and then at the time I knew if I didn't get it now, even though they were full price, if I didn't get them, they would have been gone. So I grabbed them. And of course, I got them on sale, but then they're still there. So whatever, it is what it is. But I couldn't say no to these colors, and they're really pretty. Which also inspired the tattoo, also, because we're doing plums and mauves, and then a dark, like a slate gray, almost bluish color. It's gonna be pretty. Hi Roxanne, I missed you too. Hi Janet. Hi Sheila. And Marie and Debbie. Glad to see you back. Thank you. Verlene. Love it, missed you. Perfect. Okay, guys. So, I also have, well, you guys know this is twine. I've had this twine. I got this twine at like Home Depot, or that's the other one. Lowe's. Any hardware store carries this stuff, you guys. You can get it at the grocery store too, in the, you know, houseware aisles. It's just regular twine that you would use to just tie stuff up. I think it's actually twisted sisal twine is what it is. I've used this on lots of stuff you guys have seen before. This is a really big roll I got for a pretty inexpensive price at Lowe's many moons ago, and I still have a lot left. So I'm going to use the twine. Now this ribbon is from Craft Outlet. I haven't used it yet, and I grabbed it, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. I just wanted a darker olive, but I don't know if I'm going to use it. But I am for sure going to use that really dark chicken wire. Can't remember it. Couldn't remember it. Couldn't decide between the pink or the green and pink pumpkins. Oh yeah, I got them all, guys. I have a darker one over there, and then I've got this orange one. Let me see if I can grab it. There's this orange color they had. I couldn't say no to that. And then the green one has a little bit of orange on it. I like that too. Oh, and I got these little succulent bushes there too. I'm going to put that one on top of this guy here because these colors look awesome together. So this little bush was $6, but I got it, I forget how much. I didn't write the prices down, but again, I'm going to use this little, the little faux succulents that were around the same area because they're all the same colors. I got an orange one like this for the purple pumpkin, and then this one for this pumpkin. I'm going to make those two guys too, but the green guy was going to be my little special one. This one's going to be my little happy, you know, something that's not normal, which is the best part about it. It's not normal. I like it. So I definitely want to use these green flowers off of this bush that I got also. All these flowers are all Michael's. So I'm going to grab two of them. I have to remember this is a smaller arrangement, so I'm not going to go too crazy wild on it. So let me see. 1, 2. Yeah, no, I'm going to leave that one on there just in case, because again, I don't want to go too kind of out of control, but it's kind of my thing, guys. It's kind of my thing. Where did you get your cattle? The caddy is also at Michael's. That spinny thing right there, that's a Michael's thing. You may still be able to find them. People said that they're still being able to buy them. Normally 50 bucks. Wait till their organization stuff goes on sale, guys. You can get it for 25. And they look a little different now. You can get them, I think they got blue on them and some stuff, other stuff on them. But, I mean, that's probably about 6 or 7 years old, guys. Hi, Stony. Hi, Teresa. Let's see. Hi, Christina. Happy to see you, too. Simone, happy tears. Trish, I'm good. How are you? Linda, hello from Connecticut. Hi. Hi, Whitney. Was watching a few of your older YouTube videos last week. Nice. Well, please enjoy, Luann. They're definitely there for that. Good to see you crafting. Thank you, Lori. Love Michael's muted color palette for fall. I'm doing fall in all cream and muted neutrals this year. Something completely different for me. Yeah, I liked this. It was different. It was different, and we'll see how it goes for the year. I mean, obviously, all my regular stuff is coming out once we get to fall. It's, you know, all the normal, you know, classics of the oranges and browns and greens. And I've been sticking these weird colors in stuff for a long time, though, guys. It's just, you know, Michael's finally just got on the bandwagon. That or the designers decided to pick up what we were already doing. I watched your last year's Fabric Pumpkins video. I made a few. Well, that's cool, Teresa. That's really cool. Hi from California. Hi, Linda. I just poked myself in the thumb, guys. I get workers' comp on that? Nope. Twisting this under. If you ever get one where everything just kind of falls off the top, just take your tweezers and like twist that metal piece and make a curl out of it. You can see here. See that? Right there. And now these guys won't come off the top anymore. They won't come out. Because they're going to keep popping off. If you touch it, they're just going to keep flying off the bottom. It's been a while. Glad I caught you live. What are we making? All right, Donna, we are making a little tiny pumpkin. What's similar to this big guy right here that I made with a friend. We had a little pumpkin party because we needed a break from the disgusting hot summer weather here. It is gross and it makes you sad. So we decided to have a pumpkin party because all of the fall pumpkin stuff was already out. So we went and bought it and we had a little pumpkin party and we had fun. And that's just what we did. And nobody can take that from us. So, you guys, I just basically cut flowers off. And since these are styrofoam pumpkins, these aren't the craft pumpkins. There's craft pumpkins out there that you need like a heat tool to cut into, or you need a drill or something. These are decorative styrofoam pumpkins, so they're super light. So don't forget that, like when you're making something, if you make it too tall and top heavy, it's just going to keep tumbling over. So these little guys are really, really super light. So try to remember to just start small. I know that might be hard because it is for me since this is flowers. I'm going to just kind of go crazy at it. And then all I'm going to do here is just kind of start stabbing them in because the styrofoam, it's really, you know, it's really not going to give me that big of an issue. Now these leaves are seeming kind of like massive, so I'm going to cut one of them off. And I'm going to save that because I might use it for something else. You never know. So what I'm going to do is just start kind of placing a few things here and there. And then I'm going to fill them in with other little happy goodies as we go. Trying to find the ones that I've already cut off of when I made the other one here. I wanted it to be mainly green, but you guys know whenever I start a project, it might not end the same way I had intended it to. So that's just, yeah, that's just how it goes. So this guy I'm going to cut into a couple picks here. So that's actually very rubbery. So what I'm going to have to do is, this guy is kind of like a little weird half piece. It's not really going to fit too well. So I'm going to turn it into its own pick. I'm going to put it in my steel pick machine down here so that I can then turn it into its own pick. Only because that one piece I'm turning into 3 different picks, and I'm going to need, I need the extra stem on it. That one didn't have one for me to use, so I'm going to have to make one. And if you don't have a steel pick machine, it's really easy to do. You can always use ooh, what's the word? You could use the stem off of the same bush, which is like, you know, the wired part, and then use floral tape, or you could use the wooden picks. You could use many different creative ways to save money if you don't really want to spend the money on a steel pick machine, which is understandable because they are sort of expensive. Well, not sort of, they are. They're just expensive. Let's see. Let's see. Went to the cabin for a weekend. Didn't take time off though. Spent the weekend making cloth pumpkin bases to decorate when I get home. Nice. Happy to see you on Facebook. Thank you. Thank you, Clara. Or Carla. Sorry, Clara. Carla. Going to Hobby Lobby next week to see if they have any paper mache pumpkins I can paint the color I want to. Oh, yeah, probably. That stuff's always out, you guys. If it's not out yet, I mean, I know a lot of places are really just kind of going nuts on putting stuff out early. I know I've seen Christmas ribbon. Recently, I haven't been to any of the craft stores, though. I've been buying stuff online. But I haven't really made an order just recently yet, either. So these two guys I'm definitely going to just place in here right flat down to where I had them. And then all I'm going to do, guys, is just kind of pick some placements and then just start popping these things in. Again, this is a styrofoam pumpkin in here. So it's got a lot of give to it. It's taking everything I'm doing to it very nicely. And it's not causing any, it's not giving me any grief. It's not giving me any resistance. Those craft pumpkins are a little bit harder to work with. What I've done in the past is I've just cut the top off and put styrofoam in it. And then recently with my newfound love of spray foam, you guys know you can always throw some spray foam in there. And then that will fix all your problems since it's a lot more affordable. Just don't let it cure too long. I let mine cure too long at one point, and I was not able to get the stems in it so well. Actually, it was hurting my hand trying to pop stuff through there. So just try to remember not to let it cure more than maybe a day in advance of the project you're going to do, and then you won't really have too much to worry about on that side of the issue or of your project. So all I'm doing is kind of just, what's the word, haphazardly just popping these guys in here. And these guys are adding a lot more height to it. So I'm going to start putting in some pink stuff. But I'm still going to try to leave a decent space because I want to put I need to put that chicken wire ribbon on here, and I don't want it to be too overdone because, you know, guys already kind of filling up. Also, you don't want to make it too big to where you can't tell there's a pumpkin on the bottom of it because that can cause an issue too. I made one last year and I kind of went way overboard with ribbon and flowers that you can't even really see the pumpkin on the bottom of it. It was ridiculous. But it's beautiful in a ridiculous way. It's a ridiculous type of beautiful. And tip for helping the faux pumpkins from falling over is to mix plaster of Paris and pour in the hole and let harden, then decorate away. True, but for me that's a little bit too much work. You could always just weight the bottom down or glue it to like a candlestick so it has its own base, or glue it to something heavier. Or I haven't really had that big of an issue, just don't make the arrangement too tall or you will have to connect it to something. There's always the option of cutting a hole in the bottom and like putting some rocks or gluing a solid piece in there, maybe a block of wood, or gluing something to the bottom to weight the bottom down. But I've never used plaster of Paris. I don't know how time consuming that would be. But it is a good idea. If it works for you, we will definitely put that in the books, guys. Put it in the books. So just cutting a few things here and there. I'm going to put a little bit of purple in here because it's pretty. Take this guy here and this guy with this guy here. I like this extra piece on here. Do you see this extra little weird, like, I don't know what it is. Looks like a little weed. It's beautiful. Something you'd pick out of the garden and throw away. That's the kind of stuff that I love. I used to have a problem doing it. Like, I have to go out and you have to go out into the yard and prune and get rid of all the stuff you don't want. And I'm like, well, I don't want to throw them away. Like those are garden weeds, Whitney. You don't want them. Like, no, but they have a flower on them. Come on, man. Come on, man. We can't get rid of them. They have a flower. Had a flower obsession, guys. It's been my whole life. Nothing new there. Nothing new there at all. The painted ones are more than I want to pay, so I'm going to paint my own. Yeah, that's always a good idea also. You don't have to. You can do whatever you want. That's the best part about it, is like you can find something that makes you happy and fits your budget, and then it's a good day, right? Today was a good day, that's what they'll say. I think teal and gold this year. Oh yeah, I was putting a bunch of gold. I mean, I put a bunch of teal in everything last year. Last year teal was popular. I don't think it's going to go out of style. I guarantee you that. Teal at fall, or teal for fall or Thanksgiving and all that. That's definitely always going to be in style. It looks really, really good with a bright orange. Plus, no one's going to get rid of all the stuff that they all the stuff they made and bought last year had teal in it. No one's going to be like, all right, that's out. Let's just go get rid of it. No, it's not going to happen. The pre-painted ones are more than I want to pay. Oh, you already said that. Did you make a trip to At Home yet? No, I sure haven't. I haven't been to any of the craft stores lately. We love Purdy. Sure do, yeah. Dollar Tree has flat glass candle plates. You can always glue the bottom of the pumpkin too, so it won't tip over. True. Yep. You can always look for candle holders. My personal favorite is candlesticks. Or you see this guy right up here. That's a cake stand. Which I like putting this big guy on top of, so check this out. That's how I like that. Oh, it's a little crooked. Hold on. That's how that's going to look out on my, in my bar on my kitchen when the time comes. That candle, what is this? This is a cake stand. That cake stand I got at Hobby Lobby. It was supposed to be like 30 bucks, but I got it on sale. You guys know Hobby Lobby does all kinds of sales. So that was a Hobby Lobby cake stand. It's like all weathered and country. It's beautiful. I love it. So that's how I'm going to put that out there. But candlestick holders or candlesticks, you could always find all kinds of wooden ones, all kinds of crazy different ones. And you could just put that on top of here. And don't mind that the base is too small. In fact, you know what? Hold on. I have a wooden one. Check that out. See this? This is from the paint. This is from the aisle where you paint everything at Michael's. Like everything's the unfinished wood aisle. So now I'm not going to glue my pumpkin to it because I'm going to reuse this year after year after I paint it. But look how cute this is going to be. Look how cute it is. It's not even done and it's cute. Ah, can't help it. See how cute that makes the pumpkins? Now, if you have just a pumpkin that's a little bit bigger, don't worry about it because it's not going to fall off. You could also find a way to put, they're for live flowers. It's called a frog something, like a frog. It's a metal pin thing that you would put the other type of styrofoam on that absorbs water. You could always attach that there, and then you'd have to put holes in the bottom of this. But, you know, if you don't want it to fall off. But basically, nothing gets messed around with on my table. I don't have kids. My dogs are really tiny. They don't get on the table. So once I put it up there, it's not going to get knocked over. But something similar to this, you guys can find those anywhere. Or you can actually make stuff like this. That was like my idea behind it. Yeah. First time at a live. Well, hi, Irene. Welcome, and thank you for coming. HGTV wrote that rose gold is on its way out. Okay, Terry, let me tell you. HGTV can say what they want. Designers can say what they want. Do what makes you happy. I don't really follow any of the trends. I don't seem, in my honest opinion, I could tell you, I don't care. I do what I think is pretty, and then I add things to it. So think outside the box. Think things that, if you think it's weird, try it. Worst case scenario is you don't like it, but someone else will. So if you think it's going to be weird, try it anyways. You might end up loving it. Half the stuff that I figured, I'll go, you know, this is probably going to be really ugly, I end up loving it. I end up loving it. I love it because it's weird. I love it because it's flawed. I love it because it's not normal. And it's because what people say is not in style. Go with that. So if they're saying rose gold's out, sure. I mean, that's nice. Now it kind of makes me want to use it more. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, rose gold is out? Okay, I'm going to go buy like 20 pounds of it. With ribbon and fabric and flowers. That's just me being, you know, a little bit of a smart ass. I mean, if they were, you know, it's the same thing. If they were to tell me that teal is going out for the year, I'd be like, that's just too damn bad, because last year everything was in teal, and I made so much. I made a beautiful wreath, an absolute beautiful wreath that was all nice colors. If you guys probably have seen it. It's on YouTube. My YouTube video is probably, I think it was, I probably did a Facebook Live, and now it's on YouTube. It's got turquoise, pumpkins and gourds in it, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm definitely not going to not put it out. Here's the issue I'm having. I want to show you guys. I've just been placing a bunch of little flowers in here, but you see how I put this guy in straight at first, and now he's like just right up onto the pumpkin. I'm having issues, so I'm going to have to pull this guy out. So let's see how big of a hole I'm going to make, because I glued this puppy in. Because I'm having an issue getting the other flowers around it. So what I've done is I've just pulled the whole flower off. So let's see how that goes. Just going to get my pliers, and we're going to pull real hard and see if we can get this guy out. All right, I won. Pulled a little bit of the styrofoam out, but you see here, there's not a horrible, it's not like a crazy big hole in there, so it won't be hard to fix it. Just going to reassemble this guy real quick. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on there. So that's how we fix a boo-boo. Basically, rip it apart. Rip it apart and fix it with glue. That's how we do it. Did you cut on the top of the pumpkin? No, I didn't, Gladys. This is a styrofoam pumpkin. It's not one of those harder craft pumpkins. I did not cut into it. All I'm doing is popping the stems into the styrofoam, because this pumpkin is basically your own little decorative piece of styrofoam. You don't have to do any of that. So I didn't put it down onto the pumpkin itself. If you can see, I left it up higher now, so this guy sticks out right here. Put this guy here. I mean, I'm loving these colors. These colors are absolutely, ooh, yes, they're pretty. They're very pretty. A little bit more pink. I wanted a lot more green, but can't really be mad at that because it's all super, super, super cute. Oh, one of these came off. These little guys here, this stuff, You'll know when you buy certain picks, when you buy certain flowers. Certain things kind of suck. Certain things fall apart. These guys, this is a really strong little bush, so this was worth every penny I paid for it. But this little thing, they're constantly falling off, so it's like one of those things where I'm gonna have to go through and glue every single one of these on to their points of contact. Otherwise, wherever this goes, especially if it's going to be a gift or you're selling it to someone, we're going to have to make sure that all that stuff is connected somewhere so it's not falling off and causing any issues. So I'm going to make it a little bit higher on one side. And honestly, guys, I'm thinking I'm not going to be able to use that chicken wire, because this guy is a little bit too It's also a little bit lopsided, so I'm going to try to even it out just a tiny bit. But this is all, all the premises is just clip your flowers and place them in how you think they're looking good. If you have a little empty spot somewhere, kind of accent it with another color. Throw a pop of color in there. I'm still definitely putting this twine in here, guys. Definitely. I don't think this chicken wire is going to look good. I think that one might be too big. I'm going to use the ribbon and the twine, okay? So the chicken wire we'll have to save for another day, another video. But you guys, I've used the chicken wire before. I've used this chicken wire exactly in an Easter video where I did an Easter centerpiece. And it's super easy to kind of just gather the ends. You put a steel pick on it and then place that in your arrangement. But I'm going to end up using the wire and the twine. So I'm going to stop right now and I'm going to get that ready. And I'm going to put the majority of it right here on this side. I'm only going to put like a little accent on the other side. Because I think I'm starting to run out of room. See, I remember that wreath. It was teal and orange and it is amazing. Yep, I still have it too. It's in another room and it's beautiful. And it's still listed on Etsy, guys, so take a peek. They say it's out of style means it'll be on sale, so I'm going to get it. LOL. That's a good idea, Yolanda. Yeah, it's true. Hey, from Star City, Arkansas. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome. Where did you get the pumpkins? Lisa, I got these pumpkins at Michael's. The pumpkins are, I guess, their fall colors this year are going to be these muted tones. They're super pretty. So I got all the pumpkins and all the flowers at Michael's. The ribbon is from Craft Outlet and the twine is from the hardware store. And I need pipe cleaner. Just going to grab a pipe cleaner to put around the end of it. So for this quick little bow, what I'm going to do is just make a very small 2-loop bow, nothing crazy, right guys? So grab your ribbon, just guessing that I want this to be, the tail to be about that long. So take your project and measure it and see how much you want hanging over, okay? Get the glue off your finger. All right, so I'm going to take it and pinch it here. Now this is not two-sided ribbon. It is two-sided ribbon, but as out of a habit, I will always, hold on, let me do this the way I normally do. I will always twist it. It's just a ribbon, it's a ribbon habit for me. So I made another loop, twisted it, brought it back up, and then we're going to cut this side off. And then what we're going to do is take some twine here. And the twine is not necessarily needing any kind of twisting or movement. All I'm going to do is kind of put it on top of where I'm holding in the middle of the bow here. I'm going to grab the twine, hold it here, and I'm just going to grab. I'm going to unravel it first. I'm just going to grab and kind of make a loop, make a loop, make a loop, grab it, make a loop. And it's going to look all weird and twisted and natted, and that's exactly what I want. And that's how I'm doing that right there. That's going to give it a cute little center to it. But we're going to make some more little extra twine accents to kind of place around the rest of it as well. So I'll show you guys those in 2 seconds. Twisting my ribbon. I'm just twisting my twine around it. Around the middle of the bow. So happy to see you again. I have missed your videos. Love what you are making too. Thanks for sharing with us. Thanks, Jenny. I've seen you a lot on all my goodies. You guys, you're very supportive. Thanks for sticking with me all the time. So here's my, oh, that's on the floor. So here's my little bow, right guys? This is gonna kind of just be a little bit of an accent on the side. And I got a dovetail. I already dovetailed one side. I got to dovetail this side right here. So that's just folding it in half. For those of you guys that don't know what a dovetail is, you fold your ribbon in half, and from the folded side to from the folded side to the open side where your wires are, you're going to cut up diagonally. Okay, so when you open it, you have a dovetail. If you don't, then you cut diagonally the wrong way, which I have done many, many, many times, and still to this day continue to do. So don't feel bad. Connie, so glad, so good to see you again. It's good to see you too, Connie. Thanks for joining me, dear. So at the end of my pipe cleaner, I'm putting a steel pick. So I've just turned my bow into a pick. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how we're going to leave this girl right here. And we're going to put it in this little empty spot right there. So what I do first is, because, you know, I've got this steel pick as far up to the end of the bow as I possibly could get it, so that way when I'm pressing it down in there, I'm not bending anything back and forth. But we need to get the whole steel pick into this pumpkin. So just place it in there first, and then push that in as far as you can get it, okay? Now this is it's a rough idea, because I'm just making sure I can get it in there. And then what I'll do is pull it back out, and then we'll glue it in to its permanent home now that we have it. Some styrofoam comes out, that's fine. You want that because you've made a new hole. And now the glue will go just fine in there. So place that right back where you had it. Push it all the way down in there. And then just adjust it, you know, you guys. That's the sickness called bow fluffing. You can't ever stop it. That's pretty much what I suffer from all the time. You guys have seen, I've gone to grocery stores and department stores and fixed their decorations at the holidays or whatever they have out, because you can tell that whoever was working there literally opened the box of decorations and just threw them out there, and, you know, my eye starts twitching and I can't look at it, so I have to go fix it. Yep. My husband has caught me many, many times fixing bows and displays out at stores. I can't help it. It's just... It just has to be done. So the next one I'm going to do, guys, for the other side, here, let me show you real quick. There's a tiny little bow. It's kind of cute. Now, the color's not really coming through as much as I want it to here, but you can tell this is a much deeper olive green here than the green here. And then this is more minty green, but it really does. It looks awesome together. Just trust me. I'm going to have the studio pictures with my lights out on Facebook and Instagram after the video. And then if you're watching this replay on YouTube, you guys always stay tuned towards the end of the video. You'll see those still pictures at the end. Well, the colors are really working for me, especially with this the plum and the mauve and all this good stuff is just, it makes you happy. It's just making me happy. Cut a length of ribbon, you guys. Just cut one strip of ribbon. Don't measure it. Don't worry about it. Just cut a strip of ribbon. Dovetail the end, okay? Fold it into... just a loop. Make a loop. Guess what kind of loop you need. You're going to need enough down here to pinch. So here's the end of it, right? So we're going to pinch that together. So this is how we're going to make the rest of this. Oh, hi, Les. That's our friend. Hi, Les. Thanks for joining. It's nice to see you here. Linda, no, I did not paint the pumpkin. I bought it like this from Michael's. This is what they look like. I don't have another green one. Here's an orange guy. This is what they look like at Michael's. They come in orange. They come in this plum color right up here. It looks kind of pink, like a brighter pink on camera, but it's a dark plum, and then there's a lighter pink one right above it. That's the top pumpkin right there. That's this size. But here's an orange one. It's just how you get them off the shelf. They're styrofoam. So this is the green one. It's got a little bit of a kind of a creamish yellowy orange in it. And that's basically how I bought them. They're very light. They're styrofoam. You don't have to do much to them. It looks vintage. Yes, Inge, it does. Almost Victorian. I don't know what it is. The color palette this year is awesome. Love it. So pretty. Let's see. Did you paint? Blah, blah, blah. The colors are pretty together. Hi, Joanne. And hi, Linda. All right, girls. So, back to this. We have one little pinched guy here. Where did my twine fall on the floor? Going to do the same thing with the twine again. So I'm going to just grab it in my thumb here. Okay, so I'm placing the twine under my thumb where I'm holding the pinched ribbon, right? So I've got a tail. And on this guy, I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to bring it, but I'm going to make a loop again because I want to have a couple. I want it to be like a little bit of a little... like knotted up mess sort of looking cute stuff kind of thing going on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this top loop here. So I kind of have two sticking up to the top. And you can't tell at the moment because all it is looks like a little pretty, that's what I say, it looks like a pretty mess. I like that little pretty, like a bird's nest mess in the middle. It's really cute. Same thing, put your pipe cleaner right through the middle. and then twist it on the back. Then we're going to cut that off and do the same thing with the steel pick machine and place it on the opposite side as just a little smaller accent. That way you just don't have one piece of ribbon on one side. I like to add ribbon to all the sides. And I'm going to put maybe one more of just, actually I'm going to put one more of just the twine on another side. It looks really cute the way that it kind of pops out of the flowers and stuff. It just looks nice. I like to add little crazy pieces of stuff you wouldn't expect to things. So that's just a one loop bow right here. We're going to flip it, fluff it, and move it out. And then that's where we're going to add this little accent to the other side of our pumpkin. And we don't have much more to go. We're just going to fill in some of the extra places that where maybe some things haven't really covered too much. So if to look on it, you know, look at the sides, different angles, see where you're still missing some things. And see, all I did was just kind of push that all the way down in, and you see how it's just one loop and one tail, but it adds a cute little accent to the other side from the larger bow on this side. You got a little tiny bow on this side. Can't say no. I like doing that on my wreaths too, guys. So if you put like a big bow right in the middle, add something smaller and use 2 or 3 ribbons and just do that one loop effect. Even if it's 2.5 inch ribbon, depending on the size and the scale of your wreath or your arrangement, do it. That's what I do. Do whatever makes you happy. If it makes you smile, then you're doing it right. Don't worry about what everybody else says. If it makes you smile, you're doing it right. Now, some of these, you can still see in the middle of them. You guys know I can't not add things to the middle of my bow, so I'm going to be putting leaves and stuff and stuffing things in there. So now for this next one, this is just going to be twine. You do awesome work. Thank you, Terry, watching from Florida. Hi, Jeanette. Welcome. Hello from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Thank you for joining us, Shanda. Shonda, probably. So happy to finally be able to catch you live. Thanks. I'm glad you're here. Lisa, this would be a great gift for someone. Yes, it would. And with as inexpensive as it is, you guys, you can get any of this stuff on sale. And again, take this system, take this process, take these tips and tricks or whatever, and just apply it to whatever you have on hand. So if you already have a gourd, or if you already have some, you know, anything that you can think of, you could even do this same thing and put them in a basket and then use the styrofoam that is the pumpkins as your arrangement holder and put flowers on top of that. And then again, earlier, if you guys are just joining, I showed you guys, I got this little candlestick thing from the non-painted aisle in Michael's. They have all the unfinished wood items. I mean, this is just for display. I'm not going to make it part of it, but you always could because they could get top heavy. But look how cute that is. You just put it on your table, nightstand, end table, right in your, this would be really cute in the bathroom. Just really cute right on next to the sink in the bathroom for the holidays. And of course, paint this. Don't leave it this way, paint it. Or stain it. It would be really pretty if you could use like a mauve paint or a mauve stain, you know, that kind of thing, or water it down, kind of weather it and stuff. But paint that. But then something to this effect just is too, it's way too cute. So I have that one on a cake stand right there. I love it. So that's just the idea that we were going with there. See, there's a little orange guy on there. Put him off to the side. So last but not least, I'm going to take my twine and I'm just going to get, like, I like to leave a little bit of a curly tail on it because I want that to kind of stick out of the arrangement somehow. And I'm going to put this guy right in the center in the middle. So I'm going to need a little bit of height, or a little bit of height. So I'm going to grab here and I'm going to make bigger loops. And I'm just grabbing, pulling it out, and bringing it back to my thumb and pinching it. So I only did that 4 times on each side, okay? And what I'm going to do is, I have the loops and I have 2 tails, right? So, I mean, that's really cute, but I want more tails. So I'm just going to cut another strip. So you see here I have 1 strip, and I'm going to place that in the middle with my fingers where I'm pinching it as well. So now I have 4 tails. You'll see here, you won't be able to see them until I get them too much. So there's 2 tails on this side and 2 tails on this side. And we're going to treat this like a bow and put the pipe cleaner right in the middle of this. Just like our bow. Just like if we were using ribbon. Terry's from Wichita, Kansas. Welcome, welcome. Paula, Brownwood, Texas. Welcome. I think you're losing the pumpkin. No, I sure ain't. I'm sure not. You can still tell it's a pumpkin. See? You can definitely still tell there's a pumpkin in there. Lana, what part of Idaho? Okay, thank you all for the awesome. Thank you for all the awesome ideas. You're welcome, Randy. That's what I'm here for. Awesome tips. Thank you, Marilyn. All right, so I'm going to cut this off just a little bit shorter. I'm going to put a steel pick on the end of it, and I'm going to place this girl right down in the middle of this, right in the center of it, because I want all that twine to pop out through the middle. It's kind of cute. Excuse me, guys. Oh, look at that. I'm going to pull it yeah, okay. Before I get it all arranged, then I have to pull it back out to glue it back in. So let me just glue this in now. And I'll show you guys. Here's your before, okay? Look, oh yes, cute, very beautiful, nice. But wait, just wait. Just wait. Put this right in the center like a little twine fountain of cuteness. And pull this guy up and out. It's almost like putting a bow on a package. This is what I do when I wrap packages at birthdays and Christmases and stuff for people. I'll put just a bunch of curling ribbon in the middle of something or in the middle of a regular bow, and then I'll just kind of move it all around and get it to go in and out and in between all the other pieces of the bow or the actual real bow. That's what I do. I'll use a real bow that you buy from somewhere, and then I'll add stuff to it. So it's like you can always tape this stuff to the middle of a bow. Because this stuff looks good on packages too, guys. Use twine on packages. You can't go wrong. So now I got a cute little curly mess in the middle, and I love it. Look at that cute little curly mess. It's almost like a little bird's nest to like a little bit of natted, just a little bit of natted cuteness. So I think I'm missing some purple. I'm going to put more purple in it. I'm going to put this weird purple in the middle of it, and that's it. I have this too, but I don't know if I want to use these. They look kind of big. Then I also have this dark plum eucalyptus, and I don't think I want to put those in there either. But let's see what I can do with just one of these guys here in the middle. And then I'll ask your opinion, and we'll see if we need to do anything else to it, because I think I'm pretty much almost done, guys. I need to check around the sides to see if I need to place anything kind of just right onto it to make sure I can hide it, if there's anything that needs to be hidden. I really wanted to put chicken wire on it, but I guess the scale, it's too small. It's just too small to put that chicken wire on it. And the silver will get lost in it. It's not dark enough. Any of this stuff is not dark enough. Okay, this guy's not strong enough to pop into the styrofoam, so I gotta put a steel pick on it. There we go. Oh, that's so cute. She's so cute. What do you think? That's my favorite colors. I watched so many of your YouTube videos, my hubs now asks, why isn't Whitney on? LOL. That's cute, Bethany. Tell him I said hi. That's cute. Would a floral pick work if you don't have a pick machine? Absolutely, Jeanette, it would. The floral picks, like there's also these, let me see if I can even get it out. There's these kind of floral picks that have a little copper wire on them. These work just fine. What I do is this copper wire to me is a joke. I use floral tape on top of this, and I'll floral tape it. But you can also use like a spare dowel. You could use a piece of one of these stems onto it. You could always wrap it onto a thicker piece of wire from another floral bush. Anything else like that, you don't necessarily have to use those if you don't have them on hand. Tammy, I got glue on my face, guys. I don't know. Whew. Adorable, makes a big difference. Love the idea. Very cute. That's my favorite color. Please explain the bow loops on a wreath again. The bow loops on, oh, if you're making a larger bow on a wreath, wherever I've placed that bow, what I do is I make the little, so I mean, this is our larger bow, for example. A little messed up here. Let me fix her. So the larger bow, I've got 2 loops. What I'll do is either adjacent to that bow or somewhere else that it would accent it perfectly, where you'll know when you see it. It'll just look right to you. Place that, just 1 loop. These little 1 loop guys. Make if you have a bow that has like 4 ribbons in it, take 3 of those ribbons and make a 1 loop little cuteness thing off to the side, and then I place that somewhere else in the wreath. There's multiple examples of it. I would just have to you have to take a look at my Instagram account or try to, you know, filter through all the pictures on the Facebook page, but they're there. There's lots of wreaths I've made that have a larger bow and then a smaller little piece right next to it. So let me, I don't think I glued this guy in, did I? No, I didn't. Okay, so let me glue this in, and then I'll take a peek around the sides, and then I'll show you guys all the different angles, and then get your opinions. You can tell me what you think I need to add or not add. See that little pop of purple in the middle? Isn't that cute? Now see, this leaf really is kind of big right here. So I'm going to cut this leaf off. And I think I am going to put these guys in here, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue them. I'm going to glue them to the base of the pumpkin. Same thing with these guys. I'm just going to cut them off and glue them in there. So I'm just cutting these off of the ends of their stems. And I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put this guy, I'm going to dip the end of the leaf in the glue. If you don't have a glue pot or a glue skillet, just put on your glue gun. And I'm going to glue it right under the flower right here on that side. We'll go, give it at it. That's how it is. This leaf was a little bit too big. It's kind of causing problems. It's being a little problem causer. Same thing with this little fall one. Do the same thing. Dip it in there. And I got to get it right up under in here next to this bow. See how cute that looks once you get it in there? Now these colors kind of all, you know, they accent each other, but they're all kind of light. They're from the same palette. So if you're having problems seeing something, if you're having problems like seeing that, you know, the colors aren't coming together the way you want them to, don't worry. You can always, I mean, everything looks a little bit different in different light. So take it outside, take it into the natural light, take it somewhere where you're more apt to place it in a natural setting and see how things look to you there. If it still doesn't look right, then you're going to need to add some different colors. You're going to need to add something that makes you happy to it. So these leaves are a little bit too big. So I got one fall leaf in here. Now see, I got a little blank spot right here. I need to add flowers right down in here. I'm going to do these pink ones. I don't like to add stuff like evenly on each side. So you guys see I have only the one here. I've got one purple here and here, and then the rest of it. But this bright pink color I don't have in here just yet. So I'm going to place this guy right down here on the side. And I'm pretty sure this should be okay. And we'll see how we can get how this works. And I'm going to glue this little leaf right down here on the side of it. See a little purple, that eucalyptus leaf is just gorgeous next to it. Danger of going overboard, guys, but you know what? Wouldn't be me if I didn't. It would not be me if I didn't go overboard on something, whether it was flowers or leaves or whatever. Like I want to put another leaf right here in the middle of it. It looks beautiful. Dang it, it's so pretty. I have more of these, you guys. This was just left over from the big pumpkin right there. They were just leftovers that I had already cut and then I didn't use. I didn't put them in the actual arrangement. So I'm gluing this one right into the middle of that other leaf, but I gotta hold it down. You know, it would also be really pretty that I don't have berries, because those little berry picks, they come out like crazy during the holidays, and usually for falls when you start seeing, actually start seeing them for Halloween too, like little black and orange ones. You see them everywhere. I have not seen any yet, so I'm just again taking these and I'm just going to place them right onto the actual pumpkin underneath places where I think they need to have a little bit of an accent popping out there. Isn't that cute? See how that goes? Love the colors. Colors too. Gorgeous. Your work is stunning. Thank you so much. That's a nice pop of dark purple. Yes, Trish, isn't it? I'm glad. Yes, thank you. I needed to hear that. That's definitely what it needed. That's really good. Okay, good. Good, good, good. I blessed your page also. Thank you. Don't forget to share with us. Thank you, Bonnie. You're so great. You're so sweet. Oh, that's cool. Tammy, I have so many questions I posted on your other videos. Tammy, it's been crazy trying to get a hold of all those. The YouTube, I will be answering from time to time. Usually I was really good at keeping up on them, and now they're starting to get a little crazy. I've got 8,000 subscribers, so thank you guys so much. And sometimes it's a little hard to get back to you, but I'm really trying. I promise you that. I finally get to see you live. First time watching you live from Moscow Mills, Missouri. MO is Missouri, right? And I love you so much. I love your beautiful work. Thank you, Tammy. You're so great. Oh, let's see what else. Love that eucalyptus. Very pretty. So cute. Have missed you. Thanks, Pamela. Love the purple. It makes the paler colors pop. Yes, it does. That's a great way of explaining it. It does make those pale colors pop. So, lastly, I'm just peeking around here to see if there's anything else I need to kind of adjust or hide so we can see if there's any holes. I don't. I need to place something in the middle of this bow, and I think this guy might be it. You guys know I can't just not, oh yes, beautiful. Like, you know, if you're trying something out and you immediately feel like you need to squeeze it because it's so cute, then it's where it's meant to be. So this purple leaf right here, right in the center of this bow, made me so happy. And that's where it's going to go. And lastly, I have this guy here, and I'm going to place it somewhere because I'm not going to leave it on my table. I know I can't be the only one, you guys. Tell me that you guys have this issue where you've already cut off like 2 or 3 pieces. You have one left. You're like, I will find a damn spot for this because I am not going to put it back in my craft bin of junk. I can't be the only one. I can't be, you guys. Help me here. All right, that's glue. Those leaves, remember these guys were too big. Save them because you can always use them to cover up the backs of projects for other things. Don't get rid of your leaves. They're great for covering up the behind the scenes and mechanics and the ugly parts that we don't really want anyone to see. So there's a little purple leaf in the middle of this guy. And then that's it, guys. Here's a little, just a cute little arrangement. The pumpkin's not too lost. I mean, here's pretty much the front, you could say, the front. It's the centerpiece, so it looks pretty from all angles. But that's just where I put the little bit of ribbon in the bow. Really wanted to use the chicken wire like I did on that guy, but you guys, it's too light colored. If this was this size, but I had it in this color, this dark rusty brown color, that would be perfect. But I don't have this size in that color because it just doesn't show up. But let me tell you, chicken wire on this would be gorgeous. Would be absolutely gorgeous. What do you guys think? You think I should have left maybe no ribbon in it? I love it the way it is. And I put just enough of that little natty, ratty, crazy looking twine in the middle. It makes me happy. So there's your cute little tiny pumpkin. Now just use this on the same scale as you would a larger pumpkin. And then for that 2-tier pumpkin, all it is put together with some skewers or dowels or sticks or chopsticks or whatever you have. They're all the same. It's all wood. Make your holes, glue them in, cut your pieces at diagonals so they stick into the styrofoam well. Just make sure that when you're placing them together that you're not popping it through the top of your smaller pumpkin. So guide holes might work better. Or just make sure that you put them in the bottom pumpkin first and they're not too long for the top pumpkin because then that's easier. And then just put some glue in there and that's how you get those stuck together. And the rest of it is the same process as this. You're just going to fill in the gaps. Fill in the gaps, the holes, place things a little bit here, a little bit there, some on top. And then just have fun and get creative with it. Love it. Beautiful the way it is. Really darling. Love the colors. Love the pumpkin. It's beautiful. Would not have thought of that color combination. Yeah, the mauves and plum and the greens, that's Michael's basically did this. Michael's put all their display out and I said, okay, I must have it because it's beautiful. So a lot of times some of the places will do it for you. And if you have a problem with color selection, pick out the variegated bushes because they basically already do it for you. All of the colors in this bush are basically the colors that are in this pumpkin. So they've already done the math for you. They've put, you know, the sagey green, the darker purples. Actually, this one doesn't have any mauve in it. It's just plum. So it's like plums and greens. And then you'll see in the displays how they have most of their stuff. They've already thought that stuff out. So if it's an issue for you, maybe you struggle a little bit with color combination. Grab the bushes that are already made for you, or the pre-made, what are those called? The pre-made, wow guys, the words aren't here. Bundles, the little bundles that they make for brides. They are called bouquets. There we go, words. You can get those for like $10, and they're all the guessing and the hard work is done for you because they've already added all the different flowers and the colors and everything looks good together. Okay. Let's see. Hello, Brenda. Love it. Twice. The twine is perfect. Perfect. Beautiful. You have such a good eye for color. Stunning. Can we see the 2-tier up close? Oh, sure, Hetty. Just let me go grab it real quick. I'll go get her. Here's the big girl. This is the one that I made with my friend. So if you can see here, there's the 2 pumpkins. I took the stem off of the top of the bottom pumpkin. So these stems right here, you literally just get in there and you can pull them out. You're going to have a hole, but it's not going to rip or ruin the pumpkin. So I literally just grab that big one and I just rip the stem out of it. It won't fight you. And because this bottom one has a little bit more weight, yeah, this thing is still very lightweight. So if you need to ship it, you're not going to have a problem. But that's why I just kind of nestled things in on the sides. I made a little bit bigger of an arrangement on this side, but then also you'll see I left this side just really small. That's why I didn't want to put too much of it, because I still want you to be able to see the pumpkins. Okay? And then the top part is just a beautiful mess of everything that I love. Flowers and ribbons and pumpkins. Can't say no to that. So here's, might be a little bit hard to see, but then there's an actual bow here and here. So here's one loop of chicken wire and then another loop of chicken wire here, and I put twine in it. I actually had to put some flowers around it so you couldn't see where it was connected because I used a steel pick. I used a steel pick to make those loops because the chicken wire is a little, you can't tie it like you would a normal bow. You're going to cut yourself, and trust me, I tried and I did. It is beautiful. Thank you, Lana. I love that word. Absolutely beautiful. Love your idea and creations. Do you think maybe we need a leaf or 2 of the dark up in the middle? Is there room? Actually, I don't have any left. I don't want to cut more off of the other one, but I think this guy's doing the job for it. I kind of like it the way it is. Could always add something later. Let's try. I don't want to cut off of it, but I don't have a problem with it. Here's the bush itself from Michael's. This is how big it is. It's a fairly good sized bush. But let me see what I can do. See, the problem is I think it might be too big for what I wanted. Might be too big. So, but let's test it out and see what we can do. Maybe this guy here. If it's too tall, I'm not going to be able to keep it in there. I think it might be too big. Let's take a look. Beautiful, wow, stunning, love it, very pretty, love the colors. No, just couldn't. Let's take a peek, you guys. It doesn't hurt. I'm not going to glue it in, so let's see. Let's just see. It won't hurt. I also don't know if I made this long enough, but let's take a peek. think they're too big. See that? Ugh. Grr. One of those things, I'm probably just going to end up leaving it off of my projects because it won't stay on. Jeez, it's annoying. I'm like, okay, I made this. Just don't ever touch it. Don't breathe on it. Don't move it. Don't let anyone look at it, you know, on Tuesday at 3 p.m. wearing pink socks because they're going to fall off. It's annoying. So just so you know, if you guys get this little bush from Michael's, you're going to have to glue every single little tiny piece of it together. Okay, so rant over. What do you think? Think? Too much? You like it? I haven't glued it in yet. You guys tell me. Oh, hello from Tallahassee, Florida. Hello, Wanda. Let's see. Just add 2 small leaves. Okay, but I can't. Girls, that's not going to work. As it is. Yes, they are too big. No, nah, it's fine the way it is. Nope. Yep. Okay. I bet you if I take this out now, I'm going to be like, I miss it. I want it back in there. Yes? Too big, too much. Nope, love it. No way. Take them out. Look great. It was perfect. Okay, so I have made everyone happy. Yeah. Okay. Cool, cool. Good, good, good. We will leave it as it was. No problem, no harm, no foul. Okay. So that's it in a little nutshell, guys. This one was a cute little tiny guy. And it makes a good impact. I mean, and if you figure you want a bigger pumpkin, get a taller pumpkin, get a bigger pumpkin. Just try to remember for weight distribution because they will tip over. You're going to have to get a little bit creative. I would say you could even cut a hole in the bottom and put something heavier in there, maybe those glass beads or even those river rocks, something in the bottom of it, or actually attach it to a base that's heavier. I am not going to attach it to this, but I sure am probably going to put this in my front bathroom. I don't know. This big guy here, she's going to go out on my in my kitchen on that cake stand right there that I got at Michael's. That's where the 2-tiered one's going to go. But this one would look super cute in our little guest, you know, our guest half bath for fall. I mean, hell, I'd like to leave it out all year long. Just because it's a pumpkin doesn't mean it should be put away for half of the year. Look how cute it is. I'm gonna have a pumpkin on me year round, guys. That's where this is. All right, guys. So if you need to watch the replay, take a look at my YouTube channel. It'll be a lot easier to find than it will be on Facebook, unless you guys want to, you know, share. Of course, that would be great. Or post it to your page. You'll be able to come back to it. But I am going to have it on YouTube. I'll have it edited down just a little bit for you, and then pictures at the end. And then that's about it. Great to see you. Thanks for sharing your talent once again. Adores. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks, Trish. Great. Looks good. Muy bonita. Thank you, Marilyn. Simone, woohoo. Great. Better, very pretty. Leave it alone. Leave alone now. Leave it alone. Gotcha. Love it. Love pumpkins. You are so talented. Thank you so much, you guys. All right. So until next time, you guys, I got some more stuff planned. There's going to be a lot more fall stuff coming out. I got all kinds of stuff in piles in this room. I just need to get things recorded and then get them out to you guys. So thanks for sticking with me. You guys are still going to see me around. I'm not going anywhere. Just thank you. That's all I got to say, you guys. Just thank you so much. So until next time, you guys, have a great one. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.